Welcome to this session. Today I'm going to demonstrate the integration between Sharepoint and CMS 7, EPiServer 7 platform. This is going to be done with our Sharepoint connector. What we see here is the product page, and we got the situation here that we got our product information here, and we also have titles here where we want to have some documents. The documents are stored in Sharepoint. If we go to Sharepoint, we see the list of documents that we have here. These documents are being uploaded and worked on by people on the internet. So they work here, and then they just want it to be transferred to my EPiServer platform. So I got, in this demonstration, the excavator and the shipping hammer. They both have sections where we want to show documents. If I go to Sharepoint, I can see I now have 4 documents here. We've got a title, we've got a product ID, and we've got a document type that matches the sections on the CMS. So if I first of all want to add a document to the shipping hammer as well, I can do that. Here's the document I want to upload. I'll take the document, I'll drag it, and drop it into Sharepoint. Now the document is being uploaded. And now I can go here and I can edit the properties. I'll add title, manual shipping hammer, and I want to add a product ID. So how do we know where the documents should be placed? Yeah, we got a connection between the product ID on the file and the product ID on the actual product. So if we go in here on the shipping hammer page in EPiServer, we go to the forms editing and we look at the property here, the product ID. This is what will connect the product files to the actual page. Let me go back to Sharepoint, add the product ID, and now I'll pick a document type. I'll pick the manual. I'll save this. And now we have added the new document. Let's now push these documents to EPiServer. This would happen automatically in the production environment, but I want to show you how it is done. So I'll go here to Settings and go to Site Settings. Here in the Site Administration, we've got the EPiServer Connect for Sharepoint. This is set up, of course, only once by Sharepoint administrators. We set up a channel that can push a Sharepoint list to EPiServer. So what I'll do now is that I send this content like that. Now Sharepoint is working here with sending the content to EPiServer. While we wait for that, let's have a look at the capabilities of the EPiServer Connect for Sharepoint. Here we got the capabilities in the visualized image. What we're looking at right now is the library items being pushed to files as files to the CMS. We can also push list items to and be represented by pages in the CMS. And another way is also the file integration. So the file integration means that you can have files in Sharepoint that are mirrored in the CMS, and whenever you do something in the CMS or at Sharepoint, the change will be reflected on both sides. So you can upload new images or files here and they will be transferred to Sharepoint and vice versa. The last point of integration is web parts. So you can have pages, it could be for example news articles, that will be pushed as web parts to Sharepoint. Let's go back now to Sharepoint, and we can see that Sharepoint has pushed the content to the CMS. It has sent 5 items to the CMS side. So we'll go back to the CMS and we'll go back to the actual page here So now we can see here that the excavator actually has 4 different documents in the different categories. If we click it, it will show. And I can go to the shipping hammer, and we have the manual that we uploaded. That was the illustration of the Sharepoint connector for EPiServer. Thank you.